Yo guys, I'm HP, this is Dr. Pink, and today's topic is guitar secrets, moving from pentatonics to modes. That's really a topic, and I've seen many guitar players who wanted to move from pentatonics to modes, and they always said to me they're really sick of hearing pentatonics all the time. They want to sound different, and that's the point where we now pop in. And Dr. Pink is here to cure your sickness, but I have to warn you, like 99.9% of the guitar players, they all come from pentatonics, playing blues, playing rock, playing, and just doing. Never thought about what they're doing here, or probably a little bit, but I had no clue about the modes. And compared to the level of, improvising with pentatonics to the one with modes is like this. And this cliff is really huge, and this tutorial shall help you to understand modes the easy way and to take your knowledge of pentatonics into the adaptation to start work with modes. That's what this tutorial is about. It's like the first step to enter modes. Once the coin dropped on this tutorial, and this tutorial is a must-have for every guitar player in the world who wants to start working with modes, already knowing pentatonics, okay? And by the end of this tutorial, should be able to play modes on something really simple. Okay, this was a simple example, and I'm going to show you with this example here how you can, what exactly does it mean to play with modes? What is the main part? And the main part of modes is not as many players of you out there think it's just playing patterns up and down, It's not about it. That's cool too, but to start to enter into this, you need to understand what a scale is, what a pentatonic is, where's the relation between the pentatonic and scales, and there we can really start working. It's quite simple once the coin dropped. It's like riding a bike. You think, oh my God, man, it was so easy. Why always so struggling so much? But as I said, the cliff is really high, and you need to first climb the rocks, and then once you get on the plateau, it's going to be smooth and straight and sunny and nice. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing which you need to understand is that a scale is nothing else than a sum of intervals. When we take as an example the C major pentatonic, which you probably know, and we have to, when you start working with modes, the basic thing comes when you're starting from major modes, and we only stay on major modes today, because if you know major modes really well, then you're ready to move on. But if you don't get it, you still have to work on it till you get it. So what exactly is the sum of intervals? When we take the C major pentatonics, I take this one here, you probably know it. This one here. This is quite similar to the minor pentatonic pattern. Well, you need to know your major pentatonics, otherwise it makes no sense. So here we have a C major pentatonics. Here we have a root note. This is the chord, so root is the 1. Here is this one is this 2, interval 2, interval 3, the triad, interval 5, the 5th, and interval 6 is the 6th, and then here starts again 1. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. So that's the major pentatonics. If you go into this position here, and I'm working with this position today because I find this one a little bit more easy to understand, but it doesn't really matter which position you take. So we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. So that's the C major pentatonic because this is the C and this is a major pentatonic. The difference between the C major pentatonics and the C major scale are only 2 notes. So you add the missing notes, which are 1, 2, 3. Here is still the same. We add a 4 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5 is included, the 6 included, and we add a 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So these are the intervals, okay? If you want to alter any kind of interval, let's say the 3, if you want to make this lower, then it's called flat 3. And let's say the 4, if you want to make it higher 1 fret, it's called sharp 4. So 3 goes to flat 3, 4 goes to sharp 4, 5 goes to, can be sharp 5 or 6. 1 down goes to flat 6, and or 7. 1 down goes to flat 7. So these are the intervals. Okay. So now we have the C major scale here. So once you know the intervals, you can take any major pentatonic position. Let's take this one here, C major pentatonic. And now you just add the missing notes, which are 4 and 7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 is the 4. 5, 6 is the 7. 7 is 1, 2, 3 is the 4. 5, 6, 7. So this gives you C major scale in another position if you know the pentatonic in that position. Okay? So this is the way you can just move through your pentatonic positions, add the additional notes, and then you have a pattern in that position which you already know, and you can really start working with that stuff. Now we found out how to create the major scale out of the major pentatonic. So where are now the modes? Now here comes a trick. C major. If you start from the second note, from the 2, and move up 8 notes. 1 octave is 8 notes. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1 again. Here you move up 8 again, 1. And now you probably already heard it. It sounds different. Why? Because the intervals have changed. Now this became the 1, and this is the 2, and this is not a 3 anymore. This is a flat 3. The 4, 5. Now this is not a. This is 6. This is not a 7 anymore. It's a flat 7. So the Dorian mode is the intervals 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 1. Okay? And now if you want to put this into your pentatonic position, the D Dorian, say, okay, this doesn't work with the major pentatonics. With the major pentatonics, it's 1, 2, 3 in a flat 3. So we need to take the minor pentatonics. So on all major modes, which have a 3, you use the major pentatonics. On all minor modes, there are more to come, you use the minor pentatonics. So now we have the D. Let's check the D minor pentatonics. It's a pattern you already know. Everybody knows that one. But what are the intervals? 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, 1, flat 3. These are the main intervals of the minor pentatonics. And these 5 notes, or 4 notes, are part of all minor modes. So you can use the minor pentatonic grid as a grid for the minor modes, and if you want to take the second one from the D, which is called Dorian, Now you just, again, you add the missing notes. Which are the missing notes? You need to know the pentatonics by heart. So 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7. That's the pentatonics. But we have in the D Dorian, we also have a 2. And we have a 6. Okay? So 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5. Here's a 6, flat 7. And so it goes on. You just add the 2 notes which are missing, which is 2 and 6. Do you see the difference? You have the major pentatonic pattern, the minor pentatonic pattern, and you use the major pentatonic pattern on major modes and the minor pentatonic pattern on minor modes. Now we just checked out 2 of them. Okay? Let's go to the next one. Back to C major. So we had the first one that was Ionian, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. We have the second one, which is Dorian, 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 1. Now we start from the third note on, and this creates different intervals. This one is called Phrygian. 1, flat 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1. You can hear it sounds different because the intervals are different. Now if you want to play, this is E. If you want to play E Phrygian somewhere else, you take the E pentatonic, this one here, and you add the 2 missing notes, which are flat 2 and flat 6. 1, flat 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1, and so on. Or you can use any other pentatonic pattern which you know, and just add the 2 missing notes. Let's move on. Next one will be from here. F. The audio intervals are again different. You have 1, 2, 3, sharp 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the intervals of F Ludian. Okay? Now again, which are the missing notes, or the additional notes which you have to add to create a Ludian mode out of the pentatonic pattern? The missing notes are sharp 4 and 7. So you take the F major pentatonic here, which is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5. You add the missing notes, 1, 2, 3, sharp 4, 5, 6, 7, and now we have F Ludian. It's really simple. Once you got it, you just need to know the numbers. That's the hard part. You need to know the 7 modes. We're soon finished by heart, and you need to know the additional notes by heart, and then you just fill in, and that's it. Let's go to the next one. G is again a major mode. Why? Because we have a 1, 2, and we have a 3, not a flat 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 1. So that is G mixolydian. Again, you take the G major pentatonics here, up here. You add the missing notes, which is 4 and flat 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7. So G mixolydian. Now comes this one here from the A. It's a minor again, and this is a Aeolian. We have 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1. And now we take the A minor pentatonic, add the additional notes, which is 2, flat 6, so 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, here's flat 6, flat 7, 1, and so on. Yo, and now the last one is Locrian here. Locrian is an exemption of this little rule. Well, you cannot put it in the pentatonic position, but that one is not really used so often in major songs. But let's check. It's called Locrian. B Locrian. Let's check the intervals. 1, flat 2, flat 3, 4, flat 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1. Well, you could push it into a pentatonic position if you want, but then you need to adapt. Again, it is a B minor pentatonic. So there's no 5 here, so you take the 5 down to flat 5. That would work. I never thought about this. And you add the 2 additional notes. Yo, so that's the way you find your positions by using pentatonic patterns. Add the additional notes. Always only 2. Exception is Locrian. That one you need to adapt 3 notes. Now, some of you might say now, oh dude, why you make this thing so complicated? It's all the same notes. It makes no sense to me. I just play C major over the whole tune and that's it. Well, if you don't want to sound different, then do that. Then you stay below the cliff. You will not reach the top. That's okay. It doesn't mean you need to do modes, of course. But if you want to work with modes, the main thing is, again, you need to. That's always the grid where you move around. I give you an example. Let's do a little progression. C major. Here, C major. To A minor. To D minor. Back to C. Now we make a fast analysis. What are the modes now? C major, of course, it's C, it's Ionian. A, now we count through. The A is here, on this is the 6, so that's Aeolian. A, Aeolian. D minor is the 2, and that's Dorian. So, sounds way complicated than it is. Now if you want to play something really nice, let's do this. On C we play this little melody line. Now you want to move it to A minor, this little motif. You need to know what was played. This is the root, this is the 7, this is the 5. So if you want to move this to A minor, you go to the root of A, which is here, and then you take the flat 7 and go to the 5. So you adapt the little melody to the new mode. A minor, then comes D minor. Again, you go to the root. Here's the root of D minor, the flat 7 and the 5th. Now I quickly record a little loop here that you see how you work with this. C to A minor, A minor, D minor, see, it's really simple. I mean, it already sounds nice. Even you probably will never do it so simple, but if you make it really simple, it already sounds great. You can also, usual way to use modes or just soloing is you go always up and down, and so you go down, then you go the same motif back up to A, so you don't stop, you don't do this, you do the opposite, and then again to this. Then you probably want to use the mode as a little ladder to the next note which you want to target, which is here the D. Okay, so let's see how that sounds. See, it already sounds pretty much like music. And that's exactly what modes are for. It's the grid. You need to understand the grid, you need to see the grid, where you're working it, and the most important thing, you need to hear the grid. Yo guys, that's really the most important message. Hear the grid. You know? When you have as an example, let's play the C root note. I want to hear the third. The A minor, you play the A. You want to play the triad of the A, which will be minor. So D. Again, the triad. You can control like this. Back to C. So you can hear inside the grid, and this helps you to create melodies spontaneous in your improvisation. You know, that's what modes are for. A lot of people think it's about playing fast. Of course, if you can play fast, be my guest. Most of you guys don't have the time to practice 8 hours per day to play this stuff so super fast, and then say, why should I use modes? Because of this. Because of the joy of hearing and hearing a tune, you know. And the grid helps you a lot to improve your musical expression and to take the cliff. Okay? And that's what it is for. And if you make things as simple as possible by using patterns which you already know, I mean, if you're a pentatonic player, you know, always play pentatonics. You should already be able to hear the pentatonic, you know. Sorry for my bad singing. I'm not a really good singer, but it's about hearing what you're playing. And by knowing what you're doing and targeting the intervals, this helps a lot in your musical development and musical expression. And this is what exactly is the big difference from these guys here to these guys. I mean, nothing against pentatonic players. I mean, I'm also sometimes really cool. No doubt about that. But, you know, it's just if you're sick of always sounding the same, as I said at the beginning, then this is the way to go, and it's a long way till the coin drops, I must say. It will not drop in 1 week. I know that. I've seen many. I know it from myself. Even I was already a professional player. I was a boogie-woogie piano player back in these days. I was like 18, 19. I was playing jobs in bars. And then I started with modes because I want to play jazz. And I did the same thing. What is this? I mean, it's all the same. And it took a while till the coin dropped. Even I was already playing. So take your time, understand what it's about, work it out, make simple examples, and take what you already have and put in the little knowledge and just build it up in one day. When I remember myself, it took me, I think, 2 or 3 months till the coin dropped. And then you suddenly, it's like, oh wow, why didn't I see that before? I've been so stupid I didn't see it before. That's So it is. On guitar, it's a little bit harder because guitar is not really an instrument where you can see notes. Here, it's more about the imagination, but the pentatonic boxes and grids which you already created shall help you to get a feeling for this, and then you're gonna start enjoying music on a complete different level. Good. I created a whole bunch of theoretical files for this, what I was talking about just now. If it was too complicated for you, you can reread it, you can see the examples, stuff like that. If you have questions, go to my academy. Link is in the description box below. Make a premium member account, download the theoretical stuff, read it. If you have any questions, write a blog and ask for some advice on that stuff. Yo, that's all I have to say. Me and Dr. Pink are saying goodbye for today.